a few hours in Venice before I took my flight home, and so here are some of my favorite spots, including my childhood neighborhood. So as you come out of the train station, please stop by this fantastic Venetian Baroque church. It's right here on the left, tucked away. Thousands of people pass by it but never stop. This is a fantastic church. Chiesa degli Scalzi. It's, as I said, Baroque, so 1700, not very old for Venetian standards, but just amazing. The ceiling is fantastic. There's so much to see and contemplate. And on a hot summer day like this one, it's even just great to go inside and cool off a bit and just check out this fantastic church. Named after the Discalced or shoeless Carmelites, therefore Scalzi is shoeless in Italian. It's also known as Holy Mary of Nazareth Church. One of my favorites. Right, as you go out, you cross over the Scalzi Bridge. This has been here since the 30s, replaced an older one. One of 4 bridges crossing the Grand Canal. Go over the Scalzi Bridge. That's used to be my friend's souvenir shop to the right. Decent pizzeria here on the right. And here we're heading towards my childhood home. I stayed for a summer right up here, upstairs. That's the bathroom at a friend's house. He still lives there. Cross over the Canal Rio Marin. That's the same canal which then eventually takes you to my house. Again, my childhood house, which is no longer. Decent hotel to the left. Nice and romantic. And here we are heading towards Campo Tedeschi. As you will notice, all throughout Venice, there's loads of graffiti on the walls. It's revolting, and it's a shame. As are all these many tourist bars full of tourists drinking spritz. Here, during World War II, there was a bomb shelter where my relatives were designated to, although Venice was never bombed, luckily. This is Campiello delle Stroppe, the many nights I spent playing with my brother and my friends, football and tag, and just around the corner from the house. I found Venice to be overall clean despite the graffiti, and despite the many tourists, although you could still avoid them if necessary, as some of these videos show. There I was pointing to our altana, or the terrace of the house. More graffiti and some litter take us to Sottoportego delle Oche, the little alleyway dead-end street where we used to live. Or rather, where my grandparents used to live, where my father was born, on the top floor there. Where we were in the world, we used to come back to Venice for the summer. And this is where we would stay. That's that Altana up there at the very top, and it was fantastic in the summer. At the very end here is Rio Marin, one of the most famous rios in Venice, canals. Canal technically is the bigger ones, these are Rio, smaller ones. And loads of tourist gondolas going by here every day. So as I said, we stayed at the top floor, and from that window we would send down a rope and a basket for the mailman or for whatever delivery we wanted to be brought up without having to go down the flight of stairs. We even had our secret whistle, so that in the summer when all the windows were open, we would whistle and we would know automatically who was downstairs. A really funny story was once we would come down obviously every summer, and so we had the top floor up there. You can't see it, but pretty much like, there were 3 or 4 windows looking down on this canal, Rio Marin. This is a quite famous canal. A lot of serenades. The gondolas go by here with the tourists. And in the summers, we'd have all the windows open, and we would hear during, at dinner time, we would hear the tourists go by with the music. The dude was serenading. And so me and my brother would, stand up from the table. From the table, we'd go to the windows and look down and just wave at the tourists, as you do. One night we were looking down from the top down to the tourists coming by, and I noticed my friend from school with his family in the gondola, and he was looking up. Ruchimatsu Rukuzuma. He played left wing. I played left back at football at school in the Manila, and we were both on summer holidays, and he was with his family in the gondola. As I was looking from up there, looking down, and I shouted at him, Ronnie, what the hell? And he looked up and finds me smiling and laughing at him from the top window. And we just waved and said hi and see you in a couple of weeks at school. So that was amazing timing. The amount of times I bumped into people I knew here walking the streets of Venice is incredible, but that was just beyond amazing. So shout out to Ronnie Surukuzuma.